like to rent a car, 25 and up.
That's what I said. For me to date you,
You can't rent no car, bitch.
Yeah, you can't rent no car. I can't fuck with you.
All right, y'all ready? I ain't rolling. All right, phone check, phone check.
My phone's off. Let me make sure my other one out. Yeah, man. All right, here we go. We ready?
You know the details of the Daz and Snoop shit, right? You seen all that, right?
Oh, I seen part of it. Huh? Oh, my blunt. Oh, yeah.
You don't want you fucking up.
All right, y'all ready? We gonna count y'all down.
Yeah.
3, 2, action.
You already know what it is. Your boy DJ Filthy Rich.
Yeah, it's your boy DJ Big X.
It's your boy Mr. Exquisite ATL.
And we back outside with another episode of the We Outside Show. It's a lot going on outside.
Oh, man, it's a lot going on. The holidays are coming up, and I don't know if these people going crazy or what's going on, but is it the holiday season or what the hell is going on?
Duh, so, I mean, well, look, holiday season usually in our community is fucked up, but it's like robbery season and shit, right?
Oh, yeah, well, that started in October.
Yeah.
Trick or treat.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So, hey, man, make sure y'all locking y'all doors and shit. Your car doors, all that.
It's not the season to be jolly.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the economy fucked up.
I'll be sorry.
Bad. It's bad. Like,
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
usually bad, but it's worse now. So,
Yeah.
nigga really got to be careful out here.
Everybody holding on to what they got right now. You got to. You know what I mean? It's the holiday season. As you've been seeing, a lot of celebrities been doing coat drives, food drives, and I can only imagine what it's going to be like for Christmas. They did it real big. I know Monica did something for like Thanksgiving. So, everybody been trying to contribute in their own little way. So,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we got to help each other, man, because ain't nobody else going to help us.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, what
Oh,
Kanye say, they don't care about black people. He wasn't wrong.
Oh,
He
yeah.
wasn't wrong. You know what I'm saying?
You never lied.
So, oh my God, there's so much going on. All right, so I want to start off with like all the family beefs that's going on in the entertainment world. A friend of ours, Daz Dillinger, man.
My boy.
Shout out to Daz. We seen him going back and forth with our other homie Snoop.
Right.
Shout out to Snoop. Shout out to Daz.
Right.
So for those who don't know, so Daz was very, 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 very instrumental in the rise of Death Row Records.
Right.
Did a lot of beats that people thought Dre did. A lot of beats.
On that first album.
On that first album, for sure.
Right.
So Snoop bought Death Row.
Right.
He owns it now. Suge
Okay.
doesn't have it. And now Daz and Snoop are beefing over, basically, Daz is saying that Snoop is trying to rob him of his masters and some of the records and stuff. So, they having a real family beef right now, man, and spilled it to the public.
But is it family beef or is it business? Sound like it's more business than
It's
family.
definitely more business, but business becomes personal.
But is it? I think it's more their family than anything else. So it looked like a family beef.
Yeah, true indeed. Because if Daz wasn't his cousin, this still would have
It
been
still
the
would
same
be
situation.
business. It would be business. You know what I'm saying? So how do you really look at that? Even though that's your family member, but it's business.
This is why I hate the phrase. I hate this phrase. It's just business. Don't take it personal. Because I said before, if you fucking with my personal finances through the business, then I'm probably gonna take it personal.
Right.
I don't know how niggas try to separate the two. Like, I understand what business is, but when you trying to cut a nigga water off,
But
you
you
gonna take it personally.
But you would think though, with Snoop being Daz's cousin, you would think like, okay, man, I know all these years Suge's been taken from us as family. We haven't been getting paid the way we supposed to get paid. You would think that now that Snoop is in the control of how and who gets paid, you would go, hey man, it's nothing for you to give your cousin his just due.
Like
You
you
know what I'm saying?
said, it's as in it supposed to be in family business, right? And this is my cousin.
Right.
My real
This
little
your
cuz,
blood
right.
cousin, your first cousin.
So I'm thinking like in Snoop words, yeah, cuz you gonna have that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got it. It's in the
That's
family
player-
now.
that's-
We got
that's
it.
player shit.
Cause you gonna keep that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's you right there.
Right.
And then Snoop up.
Right.
So it's like
Yeah, ain't like he needed.
it ain't like he needed. So why is you even trying to sell out your family,
Right.
your business? Like y'all said, without Daz, Snoop don't get what he got. Cause you
Right.
ain't got the beats you rapping on without Lil Cuz, right?
Right.
Daz did a lot, man. He did a whole lot.
Dad do a lot. But at the same time, knowing Daz is just like they beef all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you want to speak on it, but next week they'll be cool with each other. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
That's why we ain't picking sides. But okay, so let me ask you this then. Let's remove ourselves from those names, right? Because they are both the homies.
Right.
If you let's say it's you, right? And you've
Right.
been in the trenches, like, let's say, all right, like you and Funky been in the trenches. Y'all
Right.
built a company together.
Right.
But what if something happened to where, okay, you got offered a position where let's say somebody took the company, Coalition, they took it from y'all.
Right.
And years later, you get it back.
Right.
But when you get it back, they like, well, nah, you can't bring Funky. Like, do you?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I would take that deal because if we built it together, we got to stay together.
That's how it's
You
supposed
see
to
what I'm saying? That's just me. I always been like that. Funky could attest to that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got to look at some people that it might be. We don't know what financial situation Snoop may have going on behind the scenes, or who might be behind it. Like I've heard in some parts where like Interscope is back in the fold with the whole Death Row thing. You get what I'm saying? Like it's being funded through, behind the scenes by Interscope. So a lot of the actions that Snoop might be taking right now might be those actions. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
those are and those just allegations. That's nothing that I know personally.
Right.
But you got to look at those things when you actually talking about this situation. You know who's the powers that be behind it that's controlling it to where you got Snoop Dogg want to say, nah, bro, you can't have this. We gonna take this.
Yeah.
That's a hard statement for a family member, a first cousin. You know what I'm saying? To go against a family member like that. You get what I'm saying? So you got to know it's got to be somebody behind the scenes.
I want to say it like this then, since let's just say the offer was put to the table like that, right? And okay, you ain't gonna make no move on it right now, right? So, but this being family, and let's just say it's a $50 million deal on the table,
Right.
But and this kind of happened within the music industry. We want you, we don't want them, right? So okay, do you go to cuz and be like, hey cuz, look, they want to give me this without you. I'm gonna let you know. I'm telling you, putting you in it without them knowing. We can't miss this money. Do you hear what I said? We can't miss this money. I'm gonna take it in my name.
Right.
I'm gonna pay you, cuz. But that's 50. Just saying, that's 50 M's, cuz. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, when you do a deal like that, right, you got to be the person that's on the other end. How I know you're gonna be as fast as you're supposed to be? if you say it's 50 million, you might come back and say, "Oh, cuz they ain't give us but 30, man."
That's what's going to happen.
But
So,
within that kind of money, I feel like it's gonna be announced.
Even if $50 million,
They
but
will tell you.
even if it's announced, you already know you got the people finagle out of those situations. You know what I'm saying? If you going it based on somebody giving you their word that they're gonna do it, based on the fact that it's contractually binded to you, come on, bro.
Yeah, I mean, niggas skim off an ounce, so you know
Right,
they
so
gonna
but I'm
skim
still
off a
putting
fucking
you
ball.
in though.
bro. This
I'm still
is
putting you in.
my firm belief. Past $100,000, man, people start acting strange. That's just my thing.
I seen niggas act strange for way less.
For less.
You get what I'm saying?
Way less.
For less.
Way less.
So I know for a fact at 100,000, you see people do things you never thought you would even imagine. Them
I
to
still
do.
would want us to eat. I just feel like I said, think about if I can just hire you as security, and I'm paying you $20 million. That's what I want to pay you.
But you got to think that's why I say when I look at that whole situation, it's got to be another agenda that Snoop is going by. I don't just think he's really sitting there just going fuck my cuz. You know
I don't
what I'm
think so neither. I don't think
But
so.
what if
That's just knowing their relationship and knowing how they get down. As long as they've been down, it's just hard for me to believe he's just saying fuck my cuz. It's got to be some type of motive behind that. You
I
get what
hope
I'm
they
saying?
fix it, man. That's all I know. I hope they fix it.
Well, yeah, I wanted to ask this because a part of the deal, I was watching the video, Daz was talking about the situation, and he said when Snoop took over the label, he was left out of the albums and the projects that was going on. So, X being in the industry as long as you have, when somebody takes over like the business side of it, when somebody takes over a label, why would they just take out everybody? Like, who makes that decision? How does that happen?
And the reason why I believe that decision was probably made because you got to look at Daz, his build up legally to now. He's been fighting to get his rights back in his publishing since those days. So now you get in a whole new situation. Now you got a family member of his about to take over a company. So you automatically know. That's why I say it got to be some people behind the scenes that's making calls that Snoop is not going. They making these calls.
Yeah, it's the higher ups.
You get what I'm saying?
It's definitely the higher ups.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah,
studio execs because Snoop got his own bag, but at the same time, as a company, them folks gonna say, look, we're gonna give you this.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't
But
saying
we need you to get that.
right. Yeah, but you gotta look. I mean, not saying Snoop don't have 300 million. You get what I'm saying? But if you're gonna acquire a company, whatever they was asking for Death Row, that's a lot of money to come up with. You know
Hell
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no matter how much you got.
Right.
And that's the thing about counting people's pockets. You be like, man, he got it. Hey man, we don't know what a nigga bills is.
Right.
That's
You know
what I
what I'm
hate.
saying?
Like pocket watchers, niggas be like, man, he got all this bread. He dry this. He lived here.
Yeah, you don't
Boy,
know.
you know how much them bills cost?
Right. You
So
know.
he may make a lot, but
spending
he's
a
spending
a
a lot
lot too. You
to
know what
keep
I'm saying?
up with the cost of living.
Yeah, man, you
Yeah.
got to think, man. The man got, some of these people be having these Bentleys. It should be $5,000 and $6,000, $8,000 a month.
Man,
Shit, come on, that's a
it
lot of
ain't
money.
even the Bentley. It's your housing. Like I got just keep up on the house.
Yes.
Just
Yeah,
that's the maintenance on the
upkeep
house.
of a house. is
Like
like-
Rick Ross' yard, I would never want to pay to maintain.
Well,
Right.
that was one of the things I heard. That was the reason why Vander got rid of the house. It was the upkeep.
Upkeep, right? Yeah.
The upkeep of the estate. That's what really was costing them.
Hell
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
But to say, like you said, I can't leave my folks out of it. Like
Nah,
I
I'm like
feel
that, too.
like we gotta come up with a plan together, fam. Look, they want me without you, but I ain't gonna do it without
I ain't
you.
even going in there. We ain't even negotiate. That's
I feel you.
non-negotiable.
I feel
That's
you.
not. I'm not
Right,
even
I
going
feel
in a
you.
business situation
Real shit.
where I got to compromise the people who I built this shit with.
Exactly.
With it, don't they
You
be
see what
back
I'm saying?
going it though? Say you back, they at a dinner.
What they do?
Bro ain't there. It's just you. You know how they do. They got you there
Yeah.
at the dinner, and then they throw it out there
but
to
they
you
throw
like
that out.
that.
That's why they always throw the money in the face of the people who they feel will grab it. You get what I'm saying? That shit is nothing but a test. Because everybody ain't gonna stay 100 on the team. That's why I always say everybody has a price, bro. I don't give a fuck who you is. Everybody got a price.
Yeah, and a lot of people do not have integrity when it comes to business.
Right.
Like they just don't. They just don't. It's me, self.
So
self,
just
self.
imagine this, and I always say this in business. People always say, "Oh, man, I wouldn't do that." Fuck no. If you never had no money before, and somebody say, "Man, listen, I'm gonna give you $2 million, blah 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 blah. I just need you to do some." You gonna sit there and go, "Nah, I can't do that."
Right. You don't know what you gonna say.
You in that particular time, somebody offer you $2 million and say,
Depends on what
"Hey
it
man, I'm
is.
gonna need you to do some."
Depends on what it is.
Oh yeah, of course it
Depends
depends.
on
I mean, it
that's
depend on
how
what
Diddy
it- but
was
listen,
getting. That's
but
how
just-
Diddy was getting folks. You know what I'm saying?
But,
That's how you
okay,
get
but-
Diddy being. That's my guy.
Okay,
but
well let's
nah,
talk about
B,
that. Even when you talk about that.
That's
when
how
I
you end up a
watch-
victim in
listen,
the documentary.
when I watched the documentary, just to that point, when I watched the documentary, the young lady Babs, she said, well, when we finished the competition, they gave us a stack of papers. She said, and they wanted us to sign them within 24 hours. I took those papers to my lawyer. My lawyer looked at those papers, and he came back and told me, after looking at all the papers they gave us, he said the stack of papers was like this. He said they're not promising you fortune, they're promising you fame. She still signed the paper.
Listen.
So now,
Yeah.
all I'm saying is, where do you hold? Who's the victim at? Where's the problem at?
Right.
Who do you accuse of being the problem at that point?
Yeah, you got to be responsible for yourself. But okay, so here's a question too. It's not even to y'all; it's really to the audience and just the general public. Like, do you value fame more than you value money? Because a lot of people want to be famous; they not even think about the money.
Listen, me being hood famous, I don't want to be. Just give me the money and just let me. I've seen it just being even with people that I know that's kind of famous with my NFL homeboys, right? Yeah, you got some, he could be popping. Then you got another one that was popping, but he ain't popping. If
Right.
you understand what I'm saying. He keep it low. And it's just like, okay. Because when you get famous, you get a whole bunch of extra. You don't even want to read about it.
But listen,
You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
a
like
whole
that-
nother
that-
that's a whole nother conversation.
Yes, the bullshit come with it. Big told us more money, more problems, nigga. Like, fame is a bad thing.
But ask yourself this, and then we was talking about this yesterday with a couple of homeboys. Okay, everybody want to be rich, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's all based on materialistic shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be rich. Everybody want to wear all this.
It's about being comfortable.
Well, I mean,
I'll
even if
say
you
that.
say comfortable, what is comfort? I mean,
Making
it's
sure your house is
comfort-
paid, like
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
you got right
But
now.
you-
Like
but-
you said,
but-
you ain't gotta have the 30,000 square acres.
You can
But if
maintain
you
what you
got
got.
a cool house for you and your family, right? The cool car, it ain't gotta be the Bentley. You can have the little Escalade. course, cool.
That ain't enough for some people. But some people feel like rich is having all the materialistic things that comes with being what so-called rich is.
So do I. That's a bad mindset to have, and that's why they make dumb decisions.
Yeah.
Right, but what I'm saying is, well, when you think about that, when you really think about being rich is just really acquiring all the materialistic shit. If you rich when you woke up.
Exactly. You got people that love you. You healthy.
Yeah, you got family. You got family that love you. You rich when you woke up. It's all about your interpretation of what rich is. Rich, most people's interpretation of rich is having materialistic things.
Yeah,
things that they can't afford.
Yep.
That's why these companies like the Louis Vuittons, the Gucci's, all these companies thrive. That's why they thrive, because that's what we call luxury. Is just we buy into the whole propaganda of being rich.
Those people signing bad deals because they want the fame.
He didn't hold him at gunpoint to sign these deals.
No,
that's why I'm saying,
that's
who do you blame?
You got to blame the person who signed the deal.
She said that and said it out her mouth. My attorney came back and said, yo, this ain't coming with fortune. It's coming with fame. She decided to take the fame.
Yeah.
Exactly. It just so you already know it, and you took it to the lawyer.
Yeah, she did the right thing.
Right.
At least she did that.
You did that.
Because a lot of them don't even do that.
So like how, once again, on the Diddy thing, right? I ain't gonna never blame my boy because he ain't put damn gun to nobody's head and told nobody to do nothing. Y'all already know what Diddy on. You know what he about, right?
It wasn't no secret.
It wasn't no secret.
It was never a secret.
So if you just go along with it, you went along with it. That's on you. Like I said, you talking about give me $2 million. That's what Diddy said. I'm gonna give you $2 million. You at this party, come in this room with me and party. You see what Fab did, man. You know we party, yeah. But I ain't finna party with you like that, man. No, not for no $2 million. No, not for no millions. No, bro, just but
Fab didn't handle that smooth.
Yeah, I know, so you can't let him he'll swindle you like that. Like you said, they'll throw the money at you.
Yeah.
I almost said something about somebody, that's my player partner, but he got a picture of him in between two people, and I ain't like that, B. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
You know, the money will get you, so you just can't take you, like you said, integrity, right?
Yeah, you gotta have integrity, man.
Denzel Washington said it. You don't take all the roles.
Right.
You don't take all. You go and audition for these roles, right? So you know what you signing up for when you go do it.
Right.
So I ain't never be like tripping on folks when they be like, he signed what he did. He signed what? He signed a bad deal. Shit, boy, they got lawyers, boy. You better read it again. Read it. Look, all that stuff.
But
you supposed to read when you on the toilet in the morning, getting your business together. Let me read all these papers.
But let's go back to this. And I was going. This is another thing I was going. 9 times out of 10, even though the attorney she probably had was appointed through Bad Boy.
Bad Boy, exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
So that's the oldest trick in the book.
You're supposed to go to somebody else.
You get what I'm saying?
That's the oldest trick in the book, especially back in that time.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's the only.
Because you don't know, they're going to tell you, I got a lawyer for you.
Listen,
and they're going to shoot you, they lawyer.
Well, they already know you don't know.
Even if you go somewhere else, this is what people don't think about too, with lawyers and accountants. Yo, these niggas went to school together. They in the same fraternities. Right. So even if you go to somebody that you think the label don't know, man, that lawyer still be doing lunch with the other lawyers.
This is the one thing that people don't understand. I ain't mean to cut you off. This is what people don't understand. The judge and the lawyer, they all a part of the bar association.
Right.
They all a part of the same team.
Same team, bro. Same team. This is how life fucked you up, man. You know everything's against you. Everything.
So it's like when I see, like, okay, that's why they always say money can get you out of certain things. Depending on the relationship between the judge and the attorney, you can. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the charge or whatever it is, if you got it. That's why Puffy felt like how he felt. So his ego was so big, he felt like his money could buy him out of anything.
That's why he filmed his whole court case because he thought he was gonna get out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you got, and this is what I think a lot of times, even when I'm looking at the Puffy shit, I just think a lot of people just don't understand the type of money he has. You know what I'm saying? And we was kidding right before the show. We just talking about he got Daddy Warbucks type money.
For real. You know like go to the war chest.
Like when we watched Annie and we looked at Daddy Warbucks, we never thought we would know a black guy that had that type of money. He's that guy.
Yeah.
And he's been getting money the whole time we've been hearing about him.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Right. He's never. I mean, like my man said on it. He said one time I think he was joking with me, and he showed me a check for $60 million. Who does that? I know some millionaires, but I've never known somebody to show me jokingly show me a $60 million check.
And that's probably just one deal.
You get what I'm saying?
Duh.
So just think of the kind of money he's playing with. Like even when 50's doing this now, that's why today he put out, dude sent him some flowers.
I seen that.
And that was like a gangster move.
That is gangster.
You know what I'm saying?
Gangster move, though.
What?
That is a gangster.
That was like I'm sending you a message, homie.
Yeah.
Chill out.
But they picked the right one because 50 don't
he
give
said 90s grimy.
Yo, I listen, bro, and I fucking love 50, bro.
Niggas
I
90s grimy.
love this nigga. He's so fucked up, but I just get it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't like a nigga, bro, I'm like that because I'm so cool. But I don't think nobody petty as him. Like it's like 2-3 niggas that like I would not fuck with. 50. Cameron, it's niggas like that. Like they don't.
That's
let
another nigga
shit
though that you
go.
can say. That you would say. That's what you call Daddy Warbucks.
Yeah.
50. Look what he be doing.
That too. He got.
Soon as you heard he could get that Diddy documentary with, he go buy it. Oh yeah.
He was number 1 on Netflix.
So,
by the way.
and that was the thing we said. Like
number 1. He beat Stranger Things.
I'm gonna go buy your shit.
Yeah, but that's the thing about. But that's the thing. Like even with the footage that he had in the movie, like you gotta understand, Puffy didn't pay that guy.
Nope.
So dude just went and said, "Hey, he probably said I give you $1 million for what you got right now.
There you go.
What's your bank account?"
Exactly.
You see what I'm
and a
saying?
nigga already mad at Puff anyway. And you mad at somebody who owe you money anyway. So
you see what I'm saying? So
yeah, fuck that.
So the young dude who probably was filming it probably never got paid for all the days he was there. If he did, he probably got an initial payment to start. You get what I'm saying?
You know how
and from then, he probably ain't got nothing since then.
How much money owe you, B?
I'll double it.
I don't like that nigga no way. Hey, I'm gonna double it. Cash him out. Send the cash out to him right now.
Yeah, send one of them power checks.
Send the cash out to him right now.
Send one of them power season 1 checks to that nigga.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, man, it just made me think about it. It made me think about this though, bro. Like it really made me think about the type of money they playing with. Like when my man said, "I'm gonna just send her 50,000 to just war her." Like I just want her to feel me with this 50,000.
Who said that?
Puff. He sent a girl in Atlanta that was dating Suge Knight or somebody 50,000 just because he just wanted her to know that he was the man.
That's gonna work 100% of the time.
Man, what? That's gonna work.
100% of the time. 50 G's to a bit.
Any female
that get 50
any
G's.
Race.
But they getting that now though. But look, that was
she gone.
But that was the start. Like I really think he was the start of like this whole
tricking.
Yeah, man. Like
he was tricking if he got it.
But he was behind the cool thing about the 90s. It was like behind the scene tricking.
Nobody.
Like you was never on surface.
Yep.
When they came with that song, it ain't no tricking when you got it. That's when all your surface tricks came.
Yeah. They was like, "Oh, we been tricking.
Hey, we been doing this. Hey, we been selling money."
That's my boys. Y'all fucked the game up with that song, man. Oh my God.
Because before that, everybody was tricking behind the scenes. Nobody knew, blah, blah, blah. Now it's like, yeah, I'm a trick.
Yeah, because it really was lame to be a trick. You like,
come on,
nigga, you spending money on them hoes, you bitch ass.
That's
nigga.
why I said it was behind the scenes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Still is.
Man.
Lame ass nigga. If you can't talk
I thought we was
yourself,
gonna make Atlanta great again. What happened?
Man, look,
make Atlanta player again.
Make Atlanta player again.
What we gonna do,
this
man?
This is the home of the players' ball, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you say, Buddy don't talk about 50 throw 50,000 just a wow.
Yeah, just a wow.
So now, and then she may not even be all that. That's how they be getting this super boost false confidence.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? So then you get the GDs. I ain't gonna say nothing, not gang affiliate. I'm just gonna say, if you know who GD is, the lady. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay.
Right.
That's how they get blowed up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's just doing it for the hell of it, cause he can. You know what I'm saying? They don't mean nothing to him.
Right.
But they don't value that. They just like, oh.
Especially when you just got an $8 million check.
It's nothing.
He just got an $8 million check. He had.
Who did?
Puff. He had just got the deal with the Bad Boy deal. So they had, and dude was like, take 50 out of the company money. Give her 50,000.
It's a write off.
At the company money.
Business trip.
Yeah.
These ain't personal. This
Yeah,
ain't
business
personal.
This ain't
business
costing.
expense.
This really ain't costing me nothing.
That was studio time.
Yeah.
Studio time was high as shit in the 90s.
Listen, your deal back then was $250. Your basic record deal back then, if you got signed, was maybe $250. That was your recording.
But that's the thing what y'all was saying about the documentary, right? Because Diddy was he was buying all these niggas.
He had everybody bitching.
Ain't that what you said? That's why
Yes,
50.
that's what niggas mad. He had 50 baby mom.
But he had turned her out though.
He did.
And that's why 50's mad.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And I would be mad too. I don't even care if I ain't with her no more.
But hold on, make it.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
This is what I'm understanding. Now help me understand. Now as the player, right?
Here we go.
As the player, even though she's your baby mom's, right? If y'all ain't together, y'all ain't even been rocking together, and she gets slutted out by somebody else. To me, I'm laughing.
But they was apparently at some point friends.
Who, him and Fifth?
Yeah, I mean, even though they act like they've been beefing the whole time,
I don't think so.
At some point they had some type of, they was cool at some point.
I don't think they was never cool. Not the way 50 be talking. He said he never liked Puff ever since Puff back in the day said, "Let me take you shopping." And Fifth was like,
he did say that.
I ain't no bitch. You ain't taking me shopping,
right,
nigga.
he did say
I
that.
felt Fifth on that.
Yeah, I felt
That's why I
him
say
on
I
that.
like Fifth.
See, now once again, goes back to the integrity,
shopping.
right? When we talk about integrity, right? What he said, and this 50, Diddy came at 50 like, nigga, let me take you shopping. What? And this 50 Cent, nigga.
Right.
Let me take you shopping.
90s grimy 50 Cent.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, and 50 was like, nah, nigga, right, real nigga gonna stand on real business.
But just imagine, okay, well think about this. Let's think about it like this, all right?
Okay.
Think about it like this. That was 50. What about the nigga that didn't have the money like 50? He said, hey man, let me take you shopping.
There's a bunch of niggas he took shopping. I think he
Think
took.
about all the other,
Hey,
like it's a
hey.
bunch of grown ass men that's in the industry right now.
I don't wanna
that he
say his
took
name.
50, that he took shopping, that ain't saying nothing now. 50 was, he had the voice to go, nah, nigga, I ain't with that shit. Think about how many grown niggas you know right now that he took shopping. Free.
Where's French Montana, guys?
Man,
French hit a lick, man. Come on, man. French is a go. I understand where you going, but if we're going to go to French,
I just asked the
he
question.
got the billionaire chick,
Hold
right?
up.
He
I just
married
asked
the
the
billionaire
question.
chick,
Hold
right?
on, man.
I just
I'm
asked
gonna
the
just say that. I'm gonna say this.
Tell me what
this is.
All I know, he got a billionaire
This is on
chick.
me right here.
I just
This on
asked-
me.
I just
Okay,
asked
say
the
less.
question.
I seen a video where that man woke up, sitting on the table.
Who woke up?
French Montana and Puffy woke up in the room together. I don't know if you ever seen that video. French was sitting down and it like they had just came out the room and blah blah blah. French was sitting at the table and they looked like they had just had relations, bro. I can never look past that. They looked like they was lovers more than they were business associates.
I never seen that.
So I
bro.
never seen that. See, that be the
I'm
thing.
glad I
Like you
didn't
said,
see
we don't, real nigga, I don't want to see that, B.
I don't wanna see
I don't
it.
want to see that, B. So
But-
I try, if it come across my timeline, I ain't even going, I might, yeah. You feel me?
I just never seen that relationship between them as an artist
I
and
understand what
an
you're
executive.
saying,
I never seen the relationship between them like that. I just always seen that type of relationship.
Shit is crazy, bro. It's a wild world, bro. Because you would never, like, I don't know if y'all remember, like, French Montana is like a super street nigga, like, from the Bronx. Like, I don't know if y'all remember that French Montana. See, you don't know Max B, right?
No,
so we was
look,
talking about Max.
no,
They came up together.
I was like in French Montana when he was fucking with Deb. See, he was down here in Atlanta fucking with Deb.
Exactly.
I've been knowing who French Montana
yes.
is. Like
Yes.
he was down with the whole Gucci and all them back in the day.
Exactly.
I can't think of her.
Mazay.
Mazay.
Yep.
Yep. So I've been knowing French for a long time. That's why I said that relationship just looked strange to me because I always knew him to be a real nigga. So when I seen them together, it just didn't penetrate to me. I was like, I didn't get it.
Something penetrate. Never mind.
Man,
we ain't gonna do that.
Hey, to the left.
I just hope. You don't know what people be doing, man. And you can't put nothing past a nigga. Like especially like.
Who had the tape of that? The whole pause.
It
Yeah,
is,
I don't know
look,
what that was on.
when we get done today, we're gonna look for it. It is.
Who has the tape? How did you even know that somebody recorded that? How did you?
No, but they say Puff records 24/7.
Yeah.
Like he has cameramen 24/7. Roger Bonds was saying it the other day because somebody was asking. So Roger was his head of security back in the day.
Okay.
And he was saying because people was like, how did 50 get all this footage for the documentary? He didn't pay the cameraman, but Roger was saying the cameraman was there 24 all the time. All the time. He
Taping.
said Puff filmed everything. So there's probably a lot of footage.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
why that's the conspiracy theory. That's why the feds raided his house before they got him because they wanted all the footage because he got footage of mad people. Like all kind of people in compromising situations and shit. All kind of people.
Yeah, that's why. That was one of the main reasons why I watched it because they kept saying, "Oh, he got this footage. They got this footage." I'm thinking they done let some of the Fed footage go, so I'm
Yeah.
like, I want to see the whole. And once you start watching
They not
it,
getting that.
you locked in.
Yeah.
Once you start watching it, 1 hour of it, you locked in, and you gonna watch all four of it.
And I didn't want to watch it because I fuck with Puff and I just don't want to. not like him. But I know he was doing all the shit anyway.
But that's what I was telling you. Everybody keeps saying like, "Yo, this is gonna really kill his character." And kill. Yeah, it is. It's gonna damage him for a minute. He's gonna have to rebuild himself. But I think after he do his jail time, he do everything he got to do. People just love this type of story, a comeback story. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I think after he comes out of jail, he's gonna have a whole different mindset.
But this is not new information. If you've been outside, we been knew Puff was a gangster. We've been knew he fucked dudes.
And that's why when they kept saying
new.
when Netflix was coming with the cease and desist order, I already knew they weren't gonna get a cease and desist because as I watched it, I was like, "It's nothing in this documentary that hadn't already been out.
Exactly.
There's nothing in the documentary that hadn't been said."
We've been hearing this shit forever.
Right. Okay, he had something to do with Tupac. He had something to do with Biggie. All this shit been out for years. So nothing that they just put pictures and dates and really gave you a roadmap to what their theory was of how everything happened. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I said, even with 50 being involved, they say 50 did it more so because he was being petty, he was mad. But if you look at it, it's a great story. If I was a guy that was doing business and I had the opportunity to do a Sean Puffy Combs movie like this, shit, I would jump at it.
Yeah, and it's a gold mine. And again,
because he only go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say one thing that I really like about 50. 50 when he does things, they be good as hell. Like it's top notch, top of the line. Like I can tell, I ain't even see it, but I just know how he moved. It ain't like no smut piece. Like he hired the best people to make a documentary who make documentaries to do this. It wasn't just like, man, let me just grab some clips and just shit on this nigga. Like everything he do is the highest quality. Like 50 don't do like the Tubi shit. That's why I respect him. Like anything if he put his name on that shit, I'm probably gonna watch that shit, and it's probably gonna be super.
It's
good.
It's always premium shit. You know,
for sure,
top tier. You know what I mean, for sure.
You mentioned Tupac. You mentioned Tupac. What about the Tupac situation? You think is there something to that, or you think it's nothing to that?
I personally don't.
I mean, after watching it, and this is what I'm telling you. If you're speaking on the Tupac situation, it gives you everything to think he has something to do with it. If you go by the theory of follow the money.
Right, but Keith been saying that.
But if you follow the money, it points directly to him. If you follow the money,
right.
But if you follow the money, I'm pretty sure the detectives and everybody behind the scenes is going like, okay, we followed the money. Okay, but we might not have seen what everybody else is seeing because I'm pretty sure if they followed the money and it definitely went back to him, he would have been in jail.
They would have been locked him up.
Right.
That's number one. Number two. All right, here's my theory. My theory is he probably did put the hit out on Pop. I just think the nigga beat him to it because Pac whooped that dude ass you can't whoop a nigga ass like that, a gangbanger in his city, and he don't kill you the same night. So I think Puff probably did have something in motion, but Pac got killed before that.
It's crazy that the guy this is why I say when you watch it, it's crazy because the guy who asked they beat up which was Orlando.
Orlando, yeah.
He was the cousin of Keefe D. That was his cousin, and they had just snatched the chain. They had snatched the chain of somebody. Yep. That's what really started the whole thing.
Right.
But that was a coincidence in itself that would be his cousin. And then for Keefe D to come out and say what he said, that just gave you everything that you needed to know at that point.
But why they ain't lock Puff up for that?
That's what I'm saying.
There's a reason.
It's got to be something there. You know what I mean? It's an underlying, something is missing there. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't never gonna know.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck though, to be honest.
Me neither. Yo, that's real shit. I don't give a fuck either, man. It is what it is, man. Look.
I mean, like, I talk about it, man, but to be honest, bro, like, they living in a whole different world. I live in a real world where, like, that sucker shit, all that is like, that's not dudes with integrity, and I think we've given too much light to them type of dudes. You know what I'm saying? Dudes who really doing real shit, we give them no light.
None.
People that's really moving the culture forward, really trying to see us as black people progress. You never see them people on no platform.
Nope.
You always hear about them on a lesser platform, on a lower tier of appreciation, opposed to you always see, if it's somebody out here, and I hate the media side of this, anytime we do anything bad, especially from a hip-hop perspective, we're always put on the highest spotlight you could possibly get entertainer on. You hit every tier of it, from CNN to the local news to everything they could possibly tear you down, and they can tear the hip-hop culture and our culture down. They put us on it.
Yeah, because, okay, perfect example of that. I agree with you 1,000,000%, because, okay, we talking about 50 made this documentary, right?
Right.
So now I saw him, he was on, like, the news, like the morning news, like the NBC, all that shit, because this is negative.
Right.
But when he went to Shreveport and built that big ass studio,
They didn't put him. They didn't put him on Good Morning America then.
None of them platforms.
Is there any people like that or any other situation that we can bring light to that too? Like right now, like you said, I didn't know nothing about that. But is there any people that we can even highlight right now? That any names that we got that can mention?
Cat Williams. So Cat Williams also built a film studio in Alabama. He bought some land and he's building a big film studio in Alabama. Niggas ain't talking about that to do independent films and put comedians.
Now, see, stuff like that is great. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But like y'all said, they don't put that on the news.
Right.
I don't even watch the news because like they ain't got never nothing good to say.
Yeah, that's a
You
fact.
feel me?
And when they don't have nothing good to say, then your next form of news is your internet news. And all your internet news is just gossip.
It's ratchet catch it.
And
Right.
negativity.
It's-
Ratchet catch.
Ratchet and they
Yeah.
gonna catch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what
Chatty,
it is.
chatty patty all day.
And that's what we try not to be. That's why I don't really like podcasts for real. I'm like, it's like a struggle because you know what I'm saying. Like I don't like gossip and
Yeah,
shit.
that's
but
why
know
we go
gotta
through
talk
that every week. I be like, man, hold on, we've been talking about that too long.
Yeah,
come
like
on,
fuck that shit.
Fuck that. You know
But
what I'm
I
saying?
feel like our takes are a little bit different because we always do try to spin it into the logic and into the positive. We try to.
Yeah, we try to, but I mean, ratchet is ratchet. You can't clean ratchet up. It's just ratchet.
Yeah,
I'll
just because you pour syrup on shit, don't make it pancakes.
Like,
That's for
correct
sure.
me if I'm
Real
wrong.
shit.
Then Gunna got like a football team or something he was doing. Cause I seen him on a commercial he did, but I think he was doing something like a football team. But I'm pretty sure like some of them boys got to be out here doing something. Like I do want to highlight some of the folks.
See,
that's doing more good stuff
I'm
too as
cool
well.
with us being. I think as far as the last 10, 15 years, as far as in rap, I think we've established the fact that we can all be entrepreneurs. I think that's done. I think now we at a point in the culture now as far as hip hop and some of the damage that hip hop has done. We got to start those entertainers that got the money, that really are receiving the type of money that can make a difference in our communities. They got to come back and they got to build these buildings that they can safe haven these kids from. They got to go build a new YMCA. If it ain't called a YMCA, it could be called a Gunner Center. It could be called a Thug Center.
Yeah.
It could be called whatever. But we got to be the safe haven, and we got to be responsible for what's going on in the community. We can't take millions and millions of dollars and throw it at a coat drive, or we throwing it at giving away turkeys and that shit. That's a temporary Band-Aid. You see what I'm saying? Right now, you're going through probably one of the worst economic situations you ever seen in the history of America. You get what I'm saying? So in a little while, we're not really feeling the effects of it. But just imagine how many people out here really hungry right now. We blessed because we're in a situation where we're able to make money and we're able to do certain things, being that we are entrepreneurs. But at the same time, we ain't making the type of money that we can make a difference in the community to where you got people that's making $100,000, $200,000 every fucking hour.
Yeah.
So
You
some
get
of
what I'm
our
saying?
brothers that just got in trouble, I don't want to mention no names, but you know, some of our local rap brothers that have gotten in trouble, I don't know if anybody out there have heard, they ain't doing nothing to try to fix their face in the community, like to go, like, okay, I would, if I'm so-and-so, I would, you know, find some kids at Douglas High School or, you know, and see if they're interested in music and put a studio in the classroom.
I mean, but
you
this
know
way-
what I'm
but this
saying?
all-
Or
I mean-
donate that to the
Yeah.
school to try to fix my face within the community, since they said I was a community nuisance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now, since music is what the kids follow, okay, cool. I'm gonna open up a DJ studio here, make it for the community, right? Funded by me, I'm pretty sure.
But let's do this. Let's even though we giving them, and I not to knock what you're saying, because what you're saying is a great idea, no doubt. But we don't need no more studios. We need no more DJs. We need real people making things work that's gonna propel us to the next level. We need guys that's in the tech realm.
Yes. Tech
Right,
for
I
sure.
dig it, but look,
we need people that are doing more skillful things. AC and
A trade,
AC,
HVAC,
HVAC,
plumbers, carpenters,
mechanics,
things, jobs
things,
that AI
yeah.
can't take.
Right. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
As long as we keep pushing DJing and rapping and that shit, we got enough of them. I promise you we do.
Now that's a fact, and I think that's
I
fucked up
promise you
too
we do.
because our people, we always think entertainment is the way out. It's not. Entertainment business is probably the worst business to be in, the most cutthroat, grimy.
But
shit
just
that
think
you
about
could
right
be
now.
in
You
outside
got
of
you
drug
got a
dealing.
plumber. You got a guy right now in Atlanta right now. He's probably living off of West Paces Ferry somewhere. And he owns a plumbing company.
Big dumbass house. I got a homie
Big
who
dumb
he
house. Big
owns
stupid
a,
shit. You get what I'm saying?
He's an electrician. He owns an electrician company. He has electricians that work under him. He got the stupid bag. and he's always has business.
And he always working.
And
You
he
know why?
always
Because I always look at it like this, and this is just my theory how I think as an entrepreneur. I want to do things that I know people are gonna need every day. That's how you make money.
Yep.
If you get a business where people is coming to buy something or do something from you every day, you won. God forbid if you could get them to buy it while you in your sleep.
Right.
Right.
I'm definitely with that too. Like I was just using the studio stuff just for an example to use because that's what field they were in, and just to even make a good look in the community.
Right.
Bam. You know what I'm saying? Do that like you said. The kids don't go outside no more. Maybe they could bring it back a boys club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it could be you only want to use the term, but they probably can't say it could be the slime club. You know what I'm saying?
It could be
the
listen,
YSL, Young Youth Saves Lives.
Yeah, it could
You
be.
know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Change the acronym to something good.
Positive.
That way you got your good face in the community. Since they said it was a bad thing, no, youth saving lives. That's what we doing.
But the
you
money.
could put a little. I know they got 100,000 within there.
Let's think about it like this.
do that.
Let's think about it like this. The money that we see these guys blow in jewelry, weed,
Strip club.
I seen them throw
girls.
it in Magic Monday, man.
Listen,
I
but
know
this is what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. That's a lot of land. We ain't even talking about as 100,000, 200,000, just probably put a building up.
Right.
Just think of how many people now you done built a building that you can employ. How you just served your community. That money you just spent in the club, that served only that person who you gave it to. And probably not going to even filter back into our community.
Right. It's not going to.
You want me to tell you why? Because that person who you gave it to want to fulfill the propaganda of being rich. She's going to go give it to Gucci. They're going to go give it to Louis Vuitton.
The Asians at the nail shop.
Thank you.
The people
This
selling
is what
the
I'm
weave.
saying. That
Not
money
black.
only lasts in our community for like that. And then
Right,
it's
and
out
that's
our
how the
community.
gentrification is done.
And that's why
because now they be like, oh, they're not gonna buy back their hood.
No, why
we'll
would they?
just buy it
So, okay,
and fix it up.
Atlanta's
and
over with.
run them out of here.
for us, they pushed us out. Like, can we
but-
even keep our
But
foothold in Atlanta?
when you look at that, when you say they pushed us out, did they push us out, or did our politicians that we put in office push us out?
It's both. It's a combination of things.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those are conversations that we don't want to have because at the same time they building these buildings, did anybody think that hey, the majority of the black people that's living in Atlanta can't afford $2,200 a month rent?
Exactly. They
Okay.
pushing us out. And these are not even like, these are big corporations.
Right.
Big corporations. So we
Right.
can't compete with that.
Correct. Now help me if I'm wrong. Anybody know? Y'all ears is word to the street, but if I'm right or wrong, didn't Rollo buy his
Oh man,
hood?
Rollo, that whole
Yes.
I forget what he called that over there.
Sure did.
I forget what he
See, I
called
can
that.
respect that.
Exactly.
But
and
see,
now
but-
he can make the rent affordable for his people in
sure.
the
That's what,
neighborhood.
but that's what I'm saying.
and
If
kept
we-
it clean and kept it. Now you hire somebody that's been living there for a long time. You the community person.
Yes.
Y'all got to keep it clean over here.
Yep.
But you ain't got to report
Pakistan.
to Pakistan.
That's what he called it.
Okay.
Pakistan. That's what he called it. I couldn't think of what he
So
called
I
it.
can
That's a great example.
I can respect that. You feel me? Like,
Bravo.
yeah, I'm gonna go buy. Like I seen Kodak. He did that. I don't think on like either holiday or something. He went and paid his whole neighborhood where he grew up in. He paid everybody rent for like 3 months.
Yeah,
Right.
See, I love that.
You know what I'm saying? And you can and with all the taxes and stuff that way they spend the money and stuff. Don't you get
now
that
they
back?
got it. Now they got the new laws. Now you can get that money back. Like they got
Exactly.
new laws and that things. Where,
So
you
that's
know,
how that would be my donation. Like, okay, if I throw 10 in the club this Monday, I got to take that same 10 and go buy some property somewhere.
Yeah, go match it and do something
And
good
go
with
match
it.
and do something good
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure. That should be a challenge to all of us, man. For real.
because you
For,
got to
for
think
those
about it
that
like
can
you
do
know.
it, because like you said, like the whole Born Homes is gone, right?
Right.
So if we just want to make the hood look good, right? You could still make it a what they call it, assisted living housing.
Right.
They still eat off of that, right?
Absolutely.
Just rebuild Born Homes again, but cleaner. It ain't like it. Y'all know already got all the bad stuff out of there, right?
Right.
So now we're gonna rebuild our hood in the way we want it, how it should look. It's still our hood.
I give you.
You know what I'm saying?
But I give you.
Don't let because the white folks they gonna come in there and buy it up and put a mill. What's the apartment complex? A millie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
they gonna put
Niggas can't
a
afford-
Lincoln Trace or something on
Right.
top of it.
Push us
now
out.
they gonna run y'all up out of there.
Yep.
But just think about it like this: when you look at Edgewood, Edgewood set in the middle of a black community, right behind Auburn Avenue. All of those businesses that's on Edgewood should have been owned by black entrepreneurs. If it went from a rapper, every business on Edgewood should have been owned by a black rapper or some type of black entrepreneur. You go down Edgewood right now, you probably have maybe 4 or 5 people that own businesses on that strip.
Yeah.
But into the street too is they say Jeezy owns a lot of property out here. I don't know how kind of
But
a landlord he is.
and that's the other side of it. We don't know what these people
Right.
own.
Shaq
Exactly.
say he own a lot of stuff out here.
Nigga, Tip
You know
own a
what I'm
lot of shit.
saying? Tip own a lot
Tip
of shit
own a
out
lot of
here.
shit.
So you know that, yeah.
Killer
Killer
Mike
Mike.
getting his feet wet.
Okay.
Yeah. So they doing it.
Yeah.
They
So
doing it.
let me ask. So obviously it is happening. Actually, Ray J talked about this. You know, he talked about the antics and all the stuff he be doing on social media, and said, but people don't really know about his Willie
Willie
Foundation.
Norwood Jr., man.
Yeah, Willie Norwood Jr. Foundation and the work he does in the community.
So that's the same as Charleston White. Like, yo, bro, that's a character. And that's why I feel like he's still able to walk around, because he says the most terrible, outlandish shit, but I've also heard him say out of his mouth, I just do this to get attention. But people who know me in Dallas and all that shit, he's been an activist in his community, hands-on for
And you
decades.
can't touch nobody that's for the kids. Period.
Decades.
That's why he talk like he talk. That's when I laugh at him too. Yeah, people take him. Some folks take him serious. Some folks you gotta take him.
He be
for what
crossing the
is.
line, though.
But look,
He be crossing the line.
like he said, when I was talking all articulate, people wasn't taking me serious.
Right.
So I started talking crazy, and now look.
But when
know
we
what
say
I'm saying?
you know, and I ain't saying this in Charles' defense, because sometimes like I'm like you, sometimes I do think he take it too far.
Like, nigga.
But a lot of times when you saying he's taking it too far, is he really just speaking reality that we don't want to accept?
Yeah.
Okay, I say 90% of it. But then there's times you cross, like you can't say.
I mean, we talk about kid baby, like yeah.
You can't say fuck dead people. You can't say
Right.
fuck people kids
Right,
and their
yeah,
mama.
yeah,
and
like
shit.
that- like that.
Like, nigga.
Hold on.
This how you get
My
killed,
boy
bro.
Charles, shout out to Charles White. Charles say, I don't like nobody. I don't like black people. I don't like white
White
people.
people.
I don't like Mexicans. I don't like Negroes. I
Roaches,
don't like niggas.
spiders.
Roaches. He said, I don't like nobody. So he tell you right then,
Yeah.
he ain't picking
But,
no
you,
gotta-
but you
side.
can't disrespect the dead,
I
bro.
got to get Charleston on the show.
Bruh, that nigga's
Hey,
alive.
listen.
No, he's charging. We got to get a sponsor. We need sponsors. We get
Yeah,
Charleston,
Charles.
'cause
Before we
he
get
taxes.
you on the show, we need a sponsor.
Man, we outside. Come holler at us, man. Hey, listen. I've been called the Charleston White of a group me before.
Okay.
So I
He's in there
understand.
keeping it real. He's
Yeah,
keeping it too
man,
real.
Yeah, man. They don't like it when you say what you say.
But that's why I say I don't think he's saying outlandish shit. I think he's
Sometimes
saying,
he do.
I mean, yeah, when
But
he
it's
say,
for the.
but sometimes when he say something is we don't want to face that reality. But
But
that's
he's
what
not
it is.
wrong. He's not wrong with a lot of that shit.
Some
bro.
of that shit he say he be dead on. He be right on point.
That's why I said 90% I do agree with. The only things I don't agree with,
Yeah, when he doing the kids.
the
and-
kids and dead people. You can't say,
What he be saying about the kids?
man, he be saying, fuck Nipsey Hussle, fuck
Oh,
these
yeah,
niggas,
yeah.
fuck
Then
such
he-
and such,
then
fuck
he-
your
But have
kids,
you-
fuck your mama.
I don't
Like,
agree
damn.
with why he says it, but do you know what he says when he says it?
What?
Because he be like, and Nipsey wasn't on that. Nipsey hadn't changed, but you know how he be like, some of those folks they was promoting bad.
No, I
shit.
get that. But you don't say fuck a dead nigga. You was
Yeah,
at the
then
funeral.
Then you don't talk about people kids like that's
No,
to
you-
me
you
like
leave
I
the
don't care.
kids
I don't
out
care
of
how
it.
the beef
You
go.
leave the kids
we
out of
keep
it.
we leave the kids
That's
out of
why-
it. Period.
Remember, Tiff was mad at him because he was talking
yeah,
about.
man. We
Well, I
leave the
didn't
kids
agree
out
with it.
of
I'm
it,
like,
man.
why are you beefing with the kid, man? Leave that man out. He ain't supposed to be talking to
he
that no
crazy,
good boy.
man.
Oh, yeah.
Charleston crazy. But whatever he does in real life, the moral is though, all that shenanigans and shit. They said that man really do be for the community and has done a lot for the community in a
Yeah.
long time.
You
I've
can't
seen
get-
footage of him like in city council meetings.
City
and all
council
type
meetings,
shit.
all that. Yeah, but that's what we got. Listen, that's all I'm saying. At one point, that used to be a thing for us in our communities.
Yeah.
we don't do that no more. Like right now,
Because it ain't no money in it.
It
See,
is-
Charleston,
it-
like you
no,
said, once
no,
again,
it-
to
it
what you
is.
said, Charleston did, he's the character for the money, but he an activist for real.
Anything that your city government does is money attached to it. And if you don't go down and vent your voice about it, they can do whatever they want to do. That's really why he be at those type of meetings. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have any activists right now that's doing that. That's why these people do whatever the hell they want to do.
Yeah, there's no checks and balances. Nobody speaking for. I
Yeah.
know Killer Mike does. Shout out to him again. Like I know he tries to get involved with a lot of
Yeah,
things.
but he can't. But he's
We
one
need more.
person. Yeah,
It's-
we need
we
more.
need-
You know what I'm
we
saying?
need
Not to
more.
say that he's not enough.
Yeah.
We just need more. You
We
know
do.
what I'm saying?
But we're not even taught that. Like our parents didn't teach us. I know mine. They don't teach us about politics and go to your city council meeting, your local things and all.
Well, I
that.
ain't gonna say in Atlanta because this is a civil rights city.
Yeah.
In our schools, it was stayed in our face.
So where's
You
the
know what I'm saying?
follow up then if you're taught that?
I just think as we got a piece of the pie, people just became, they complacent. Everybody's happy with where we at right now. I don't think nobody's trying to push the needle forward. I think in the people that are trying to push the needle forward, we can't get enough people behind them to support it to get the needle moved.
So let me ask you this then, and I've been wondering this question for a long time. Do you think this generation will ever have another real activist?
No. We already it's no integrity. Activists people believed in Martin Luther King's integrity. So they followed him. Who do you believe in now? Who has that integrity that you as a grown man will go, I'll go walk in the rain for the right thing, and I get behind him. I stand behind him.
Get bit by a dog.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see it. Like, I love Rizza Islam, though.
Like, and when you start thinking about, okay, let's say Rizza Islam, let's go, your other activist you will have is a Dr. Umar. Would you go walk behind, would you do a Million Man March for Dr. Umar?
No, because we still waiting on him to build that school. You know what I'm saying? Where the school at, Doc? Come on, man. Like, you talk about the snow bunnies. Where's the school, bruh? So that's the thing, too. Like, you get these niggas that's loud, and you might start, you're like, oh, I like what he's saying.
But it all comes with a price. Everything is send some money. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He been asking for the money for the school.
Yeah, but everything. And I think
that's not, I mean, he does need money to do a school.
You do need money, but I think once you bring in the money aspect of any type of movement, and it's crazy when you look at a movement like the Black Lives Matter movement, and you see how all of us, that's why when you ask that question, and I said it'll never be that, just think about how everybody got behind the Black Lives Matter movement and to find out it was some bullshit.
Some bullshit.
Right.
Yep.
Some straight up bullshit.
So we can't even trust.
Right. So you can't trust it. So now that's why I say when you look at leadership, how can you move leadership forward when you're gonna always in the back of your mind question if it's real or if it's some bullshit?
So we doomed.
No, we ain't doomed.
I'd never say that.
Because it's folks out here, just like you said, we got to get behind the right thing. You feel me? Too many people, to me, I feel like you got to take the best of the best out of somebody and still take the bad with them. You feel me? So he might, let's just say, he might go to the strip club and smoke weed, but at the end, like Charleston, being 100, yeah, he does say some ridiculous shit, but he be real too though. People are not gonna get behind Charleston because of what he might put on, but his message and what he actually does is really right. You know what I'm saying?
All of that shit still goes back to what I said is about the integrity. The only person that can lead us is the person that's not gonna go in there and take the money.
Right. Right.
I don't give a fuck what they talking about. The person who's gonna lead us cannot go in there and take the check. Because every person that went in there took the check, from Jesse Jackson,
Al Sharpton,
everybody took
Al
the check,
Sharpton with the
bro.
CIA, nigga.
You get what I'm saying? So we got to find a person with enough integrity.
Like you said, Killer Mike, for instance, he already got a check.
Right. But having the check don't matter because they gonna up the check.
Yeah, they're gonna keep presenting.
He already know that. I feel like with Mike coming from where he came from,
COINTELPRO
and his family.
Listen, if you ever go and read COINTELPRO said they're gonna squash us having a black leader at all costs.
Yeah, no
I
matter
believe
what.
it.
At all costs, you will never have another Malcolm
And look,
X.
that's what they did to
never
Mike at
have
the Grammys. They locked
because
him up in front of everybody.
And the reason why I say that, when you look at what's going on now, when you look at Puffy, when you look at the R. Kellys, when you look at, those are our new age leaders.
I'm gonna tell you the one that made me mad, Bill Cosby.
Yeah, but
they tore Bill Cosby up, and he was the man.
The whole thing is to tear us down, bro. It's not to build. It's to build you up to tear you down. That's the whole thing.
But correct me if I'm wrong, right? Didn't they lock Mike up at the Grammys?
Mike who?
Killer Mike.
Yeah.
They damn sure did.
They built him up to tear him down.
Once again, that was out of all the time.
They could have got him.
They could have got him.
And
you couldn't have got him at the airport.
You
couldn't have got him at the restaurant nowhere where he was at. Y'all waited till he got on stage, did what he had to do. Because why? He is one of those people that they do fear because he's very intelligent and he has power to some of those government officials. Mm-hmm. So we're going to publicly embarrass him in front of people to show him, look, it ain't going to just be that easy for you. Now, hold what you got before you get too far ahead now. Hold what you got.
But how they do that is still, even with Killer Mike, and no disrespect to him because, I love Killer Mike, they keep the corporate dollar right there at your feet. I always remember that. That's what keeps you locked in. They ain't going to actually give you the bag. They're going to give you all the corporate dollars that it take you to move whatever agenda you're trying to move. That's how you buy into the system.
But I don't even think that's happening to him. I just think he just need more help.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think Killer Mike is a great voice for our community. I just think, okay, how many of us gonna stand behind him? Because even though you got people that go, I love Killer Mike, I love Killer Mike. You got some niggas going, oh man, nigga this, nigga. See, you always got that.
Always got that.
Always got that.
Yeah.
And that voice is always sometime louder than the voice that we need to actually, you know, it'll overshine.
Yeah, I say
anything
that with
Killer Mike is trying to say.
Hate is loud, love is quiet.
Yeah.
Hate is super loud, bro.
Facts.
Super loud. So you got to be a certain type of nigga to even deal with that shit. To even
Yeah,
want
bro.
to deal with it. So you got, damn man, shout out to my man Los. He tells me this all the time. He like, yo, same thing. He was like, we'll never have it because even if you do get a nigga that's like, fuck it, I'm not gonna take the check or nothing. We gonna get behind it. There's still the people that you're trying to uplift and defend be the same niggas to tear you down.
Yeah, bro. Come on, just think
Like,
about
damn.
all the good that Martin Luther King did. You still got niggas in the background going, fuck that nigga. That nigga.
Yes, bro. He cheated on his wife.
And
Oh,
when y'all
slow
bring
down,
that
bro.
out,
Slow
it's
down,
just
buddy.
like, you know, in the movie, I always can relate to the movie Belly. If anybody y'all seen the movie Belly,
It's my shit.
with DMX.
I don't like that shit.
Oh
Right.
yeah,
I don't like that
see
shit.
that
But
banana,
then-
niggas, I don't like that shit.
But it was how they did, how he portrayed him at the end. Remember when X was sent to do the job?
Yes, and they saying homie
And
in
they
there.
sent the men there to do it. They done trained them, put you in there, infiltrated them, got them all good. And then, like you said, it was
But
the
that
same
go-
one that tried to burn him. But what he do though? Even though he didn't do it, but you got to be wary of that. And I feel like just
Yeah.
where Mike is in his life, being a celebrity, being you know highly educated with the government, I think he will be able to wiggle room it. I just think that, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I mean,
He need help.
listen, he's a very intelligent guy. I mean, what you got, but it's like what he's saying. You got to build people around him. And the cold thing about building people around you, that's the part that the government know. That's the weakest part of when you start building around
Because
somebody.
they can insert people,
There you go.
infiltrate.
What's the highest? What would it be if he was to be the city? Would it be the mayor, the senator?
If he was in the city, I think it would be the mayor because they'll probably never have a black governor.
Yeah, not in Georgia. It's still Georgia.
that
So
shit
Killer
never
Mike
You
for
thinking
mayor?
Atlanta? I think
So
Georgia.
Killer Mike for mayor.
Killer Mike for mayor.
Killer Mike
Killer
for
Mike
mayor,
Nah,
for
man.
Big X for mayor.
Hey,
I got
Hey.
Big X for
Killer
mayor.
Mike and
man.
Big X for mayor. We gonna put both of them on the ballots,
There
man.
you
You know what I'm
go.
saying, Mike? For real though, man. Hey, we need a real Atlanta representative, man. And you know what I'm saying? They even just help fix the city. And like you said, I think since we have the platform to do it, I just think if people would even take note to listen to Mike.
Yeah, and then you got
And he has the respect. Like, we know he would speak for the city. He is the city, and from both sides of the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, we could put a movement together like that, man. Killer Mike for mayor. Hey, we like the guy you got now, too, but, you know, he got a little bit more street than you, sir. You know what I'm saying? We need a guy that can really represent the people.
Yeah, because they ain't gonna
to
let
get
Drake
into
come
the
back
people.
anyway.
Well, he done after this.
Yeah, it's after. It's over.
Oh, okay.
He's
It's
done
over
after
with.
this.
It's over
Yeah.
with
But the
with
great thing I like about what Dre did, man, and that a lot of mayors didn't do. He really took his time. He took a lot of time with the homeless. He really tried to get the homeless, and I know people gonna give me hell for saying this. He did that cause of FIFA, but hey man, he giving the homeless a place to stay. I don't care if he had to do it for whoever was coming to the city. If you can get homeless people off the street, that's the best. That's the best mayor in my mind I could possibly think of.
Well, yeah, because that went under the radar too. We was gonna talk. Well, I was gonna bring that up before, but there's a lot of stories that I read about like these people, like the homeless people were getting killed, like bulldozed over when the construction companies was like building the buildings and shit, like where they were staying.
Yeah.
They wasn't like waking them up and telling them move. They was
No,
like
they had the one guy got
murdering
killed.
them.
They had the one guy got killed out there.
Yes, bro. They were dying like from the equipment and bulldozing and all that shit, man. Like it's fucked up. It's fucked up. And it's about to be no middle class. So there's gonna be a lot more homeless people. Y'all
Yeah,
niggas-
see, that's the thing I was saying.
Yeah.
I've always been about, like you were saying with that homelessness, right? Is some of those old hotels, some of those dilapidated buildings, right? Somebody just buy them. You know what I'm saying? And turn
Well,
them
the
into
city
shelters.
could do it. I mean, you got the city. You got city
But they don't
government.
want. But see, that's again, is that the city not wanting to do it? Is them not giving the?
Well, you got a
finances
whole
to do
jail
it?
sitting right here behind us. It's empty. What are you talking about? They can put homeless. Don't care where they stay. They just want a roof over their head.
Right, somewhere warm to be.
You see what I'm saying? You got homeless people that was going to jail anyway just to stay
just to
warm.
and get a meal, get a meal.
And you got a whole jail sitting there on Garnett Street empty.
And what are they doing? Nothing. Just
Nothing.
Nah, they lock. I've been locked up in there. They'll lock you up in there, but that jail too nice. To be honest with you, they
But
don't lock you up in there.
even when I think about that, like
And
they got
no
the
jail is nice,
like they got the
but-
overcrowd and they got all the
Yeah.
stuff going on at Wright Street, right? Why did not bring these people over here to Garnett?
I don't understand that either. So what purpose is it serving?
Because I think I don't know the politics behind it, but I think it's county and city.
Like I told you,
it's got something to do with that.
Unfortunately, I've been in there, and I just think it's too nice, and they don't want to put. You know what I'm saying?
It don't feel like jail.
That's for
But
the
that jail
city.
but that jail was open, what, 20 years?
It's 20 years for sure, for sure.
And now you just close it. Ain't that new?
Yeah, right.
Ain't that new?
It's good enough for homeless
But
people.
like you say, it's good enough for the homeless sleeping right there on
Right.
the steps
Yeah.
of that particular building. They sleep
That's
right there.
what I'm saying. They right there. So what's wrong with not just opening up the building and letting them in? But I think eventually with them having people here, they gonna have to. If they can't get them all housed before the people committee get here and they're in town now, you know. They're gonna have
Atlanta
to do.
hell. So y'all telling me, hold on, I just listened to it really just hit me. So, but just because FIFA coming, we got company coming from overseas.
Yes.
Oh,
They
listen.
trying to make the city look good.
Man,
Like this shit ain't being homeless out and like we
Man,
ain't
hold
got
up.
trash
Yeah.
in it.
Time
They trying
out.
to make the
Time
city look
out,
good
bro.
They
for
did with
the
the
foreigners
Olympics,
to
right?
come over
There
here.
you go.
It ain't for the city.
There you go. I was
96.
just about to give it 96. They did the same thing. They
Yeah.
wiped all the
You
homeless
was just
off the
young.
street. You just was young. You
Right,
didn't know.
okay.
They took all the homeless off the street. You would never, boy. You didn't see no homeless on the street in '96.
So we got company coming. They won't make the city look
Hey
good.
man, you got to clean up.
Clean up. We got
You gotta
company
clean up.
coming.
We got company coming.
Yeah, for sure.
hey, that's real Southern hospitality now.
And
You know
I'm
what
not- I'm not
saying?
even- I
We
wasn't
cleaning up
even-
for y'all. Come over here. We're gonna make sure it look nice. We're gonna get all our people out the street. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna
Yeah,
make it
because
look
listen,
more
because you
clean
got to
water and
remember, you got to
everything for
remember.
you.
That's just like if you win a bid for something, that probably was in the bid. You want to bring them into a safe environment. You don't want people coming in seeing that. I'm pretty
I
sure.
know
So the
Atlanta.
best thing they had to do was clean up the city. They got to clean the city up. Watch this. By the time 26 start, by the time when FIFA they start rolling that whole FIFA program out, watch how clean Atlanta be.
Man, what? That's why they get it
Watch
together.
how
You see
clean
they
the
straighten
city
it
of
up
Atlanta.
now.
You see it now.
Yes.
Watch how clean the city be.
Yep.
Watch how functional the city be when it comes. You ain't gonna really be sitting in no traffic.
Yeah.
None of that.
It's a lot of
Ain't
construction.
no way.
It's a lot more construction
Atlanta
going
without
on.
traffic, it won't happen. Atlanta without traffic, the Falcons win the Super Bowl.
Oh.
How about that?
Got him.
And
That
y'all
ain't-
know how I feel.
Well, you
about
know that ain't
Y'all
happening.
know that ain't even gonna
Well,
happen.
you know, listen, if we got to talk
Atlanta
about the
without
Falcons.
traffic, Falcons win Super Bowl.
But listen, before we go there, I got to talk about these 71,000 jobs that was lost over the last month.
Wait, what?
71,000 jobs
From where?
just around the United States were lost to AI over the last month.
Okay, so that's why we was talking about get a trade earlier, right? And even in our business, that's why shout out to iHeartRadio. Shout out to iHeartRadio because they made a statement that's saying they are not going to play AI music on the radio and they are not going to have AI radio personalities because the AI was coming for them jobs too, for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
That's
iHeart
crazy.
will not. Shout out, that's a big move. I'm glad they did that.
Yeah.
They're not going to play any AI music and not going to have AI personalities.
Well, I'm not mad at them not playing AI music, but I think they should play some AI music.
Why?
I mean, some AI music is great. You can't.
Then you should listen to it on Spotify.
Right, you
Tidal.
should YouTube.
Music is great, bro. Like if it's
No.
great, it's great.
No,
a
that's
great
no,
song
you
is a
taking
great
the
song.
human element out of it. It's just like with
It's already too much
like
competition
we
out
talking
here.
about the music, right? But you know, I'm gonna throw it to the sports. I don't want like what they like having the automatic pitch
The box on
the
there,
box
yeah.
on the screen, right?
Right.
But even with in the NFL, it takes away the human element of the game. You know what I'm saying? We humans, we understand this shit shouldn't be.
You don't like-
perfect. I know
oh,
it's
wait,
so
wait,
much
wait, wait.
money gambling, but
Wait.
you already know some of it's rigged with the gambling. So it don't even matter if you put the automatic, the best replay, they still rigging it regardless.
That's why I don't gamble.
You know what I'm saying? So you like you said, AI everything now because that just takes all the creativity
this
out of
is-
life.
it's-
Now
but-
we're just all I am robots now,
But-
and that ain't no
you
Metro
gotta-
Boomin.
you gotta-
It ain't no Keith. What's my
Say
boy?
Keith.
Yeah, it ain't none of that
But
going
you
on.
got, only reason why I say that, and I'm not against nothing you saying. You got to look at from a business perspective what's more cost effective.
See, man,
It always come to that.
But about
See,
the
we can see it.
business,
We're gonna go
man,
back and forth.
It
You're
always
gonna
come to
tell
that.
me how you feel about it, and the bottom line is
is
what
the bottom line.
is what's going to be most cost efficient for the company. And if me having to play AI or having to do an AI artist, the company's going to do what they feel is most cost efficient. The great thing that you said was that
iHeart ain't doing that,
that iHeart said they took a stance. They said, hey man, we're not going to let AI personalities come in. If they let AI personalities come in, that wipes out the whole
How
radio
is
game.
it even an AI personality? It's not even a personality.
No.
It
It
is.
is.
It is.
There's
It's a robot. And they can
That's
sound,
not a person.
and listen, they can take my voice
Yep.
and
But
have
that's
that
not
person.
a person.
It is. It's an AI
Man,
personality.
that's an artificial person.
Okay.
But if you're listening, it sounds like you listening to a regular
it
person.
sounds like you
talking.
listen to me or him talking.
Yeah,
and
it's
you can
crazy.
program it to make it have a real conversation back and forth, just like
Like
me.
my man shout out to my nigga Ace Vane. He had a show that he put together, right? Like a movie. And he put all the information in some type of software, and he sent me this, a podcast. I'm listening to a podcast, and it's a dude and a girl talking about his movie, talking about the characters, talking about the episodes, all this shit. And I'm like, damn, who are these people? He's like, nigga, this ain't even real. I'm like, fucking way.
No. If you want to do that, listen. Go to Notebook LLM. You can put in a video. Take any YouTube video and put it in that system, and they're gonna give you a whole conversation, and you can interact with it, and it's all interactive. It's all AI, and they're gonna be talking just like me and you in this room right now.
Yes. Hey, y'all, we about to be I am robots around this motherfucker right here.
Skynet.
Oh, yeah.
Skynet.
Real, man.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
But I like AI and I like tech. So all AI ain't bad. It's just, if you're a creator, you better lean into that shit and learn how to use it to help you instead of trying to compete.
It's the new wave, bro. Like I keep telling you, like if people are not trying to embrace it, but it's just like the microwave. I promise you.
Yeah,
Listen, when the microwave came, I remember, I'm not putting my food in no microwave. Let the microwave cook my food. I was around when that happened. Okay.
Yeah.
And now look at it. You ain't got a home in America that probably don't have a microwave in it.
Damn, that's a good example. Message. And on that note, we out, man. We outside show. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. We'll see y'all next week. It's your boy DJ Filthy Rich.
Hey, it's your boy DJ Big X.
It's your boy Mr. Exquisite ATL.
We'll see y'all outside, man. We gone.
Peace.
Buddy to God.
Oh, man, this picture don't go nowhere. Oh, yeah, damn. Come on, street, take the picture, man. You ain't doing shit.
That's the rudest way to ask.